Hi everybody, it's Amalia, and I'm here today with Smash Our Stash. The Smash Our Stash is an idea from Beth of Bourbon Creek. I'm sorry, I'm a little congested this morning, so if you hear a couple of sniffles, I apologize. But Beth from Bourbon Creek Craft came up with this idea, and we put videos up every month on the 7th of the month at 12 noon to show how we're smashing our stash. She has a theme every month, and for the month of May, it's a free choice theme. So I recently came across this in my stash, and I've had it in my stash for many years. And what this is from Split Coast Stampers. There was a swap many years ago on Split Coast Stampers where everybody took their die cuts, their dies, and made a bunch of die cuts, and we all swapped our die cuts. Many of us were swapping different things. Whatever we had is what we swapped, and I forget what I swapped, but because it was so long ago. But it may have been, I have a 3D cake die. That's one of the first dies that I had. Actually, it was the first die that I had. A pop-up die, and a die of any kind for that matter. And so I had to buy a Big Shot as a result. I won it as a prize, and so that's why I got it in my hand. But anyway, so these were all the stashes, and they came in bags, and I had them in one large Ziploc bag, all of them. And I finally went through them and started assembling them. Many of them came just as is. Some of them came with a copy of the directions on how to assemble. So for example, let me turn this light on so you can see. Oh, it looks like you can see it okay. So this is for a pop-up card. And I started it, and this is just the base. It needs a card behind it, and I don't have any cards left to show you. Oh, I'll try this. So let's see. It would go like this in an A2 card. Obviously, the card would go in the other direction. This is the only thing I have handy. And it pops up, and there's folds in it that have to be pre-trained like that. And it's a gift card holder. So I had two of those, and I pre-trained them. I just have to put them on a card base and decorate them. So I was sent two from the person that sent that. Yeah, they have to be pre-trained. Like, you have to pre-fold the folds in the right direction, and etc. So this one, I guess I just folded them in the different directions because I'm sure the die cut just die cuts in one particular way. So yeah, that's how that kind of works there. I just have to put them in cards. And I got a lot of these. Let me show you that. Where did I put them all? There was a big stack. Oh, they're right here. So I got a lot of these. These are, what are they called? They're called the, it's like a die that you put in an empty flat platform, and then you can die cut it in your card base, basically. So it came with, these are Sizzix brand, so it came with many different shapes, like a star. This one is a dove. This one is the Stampin' Up one, and it was this Christmas ornament right here. And I have the stamp set as well as the punch. So, so yeah. So I kind of had to do a little bit of finagling to work out how to do that, and punch out the design paper, and put the design paper on the paper, because this was the card that came out with the punch out. Anyway, this was another one. Let me show you a few more. It's going to come to mind any second now what these were called, how they were branded by Sizzix and by Stampin' Up. I believe this is a Stampin' Up one also. This is definitely a Stampin' Up one because they make a punch like this. And they make a punch like this as well, except there's no stitching. There's a heart, a scallop oval, star. These are definitely Stampin' Up. Sizzix for Stampin' Up, right? A circle. I was looking for this. And another sort of scalloped square. So I was able to start 2 cards. All right. With this one, what I did, for this one, I had the punch. So I punched out the design paper so that I could fit it over here. And for this one, I traced the dove. I put the design paper underneath, I traced the dove out, and then I cut it with a blade, an X-Acto blade to cut it out. Yeah, here's the spare. She gave the cutouts as well. And then here's the dove. And I plan on putting that on the inside of the card. I'm going to put these aside for the moment. These are all the extra cutouts. I got several packs of these from that swap. You know, it's hard to say what I got from the swap because it was so many years ago, but I kept it all together. So here's another one. I got several of these as well, which I'm really grateful for because I've always loved this die, and who knows if they still make it, but this is the Christmas tree pop-up die. And this is the directions for this, and I was looking for this, so I'm so happy I found it again. And it gives you all the directions on how to assemble it and how to attach it to the inside of your card. So, terrific. Let me show you just what I didn't have a chance to do those, but let me show you what those look like. Let me get I am just going to take all of this out, and I hope I don't lose anything. But you get several cutouts with that. Oh, wait a minute. I did assemble one. How did I do that and not remember? Okay, well, I assembled one, and this is kind of what it looks like. Okay, that's it when it folds flat into the card. And then when it opens up on the inside of the card, it stands up, you know, like that. But that's what it looks like when it opens up. And that comes with a whole bunch of decorations, which of course, I can't find, oh, here they are. That comes with a bunch of decorations, that die as well. And the decorations are all like, you know, bauble shaped. They're little dots to decorate it like Christmas lights. There's Christmas lights shapes in there. And I'm not going to get open. There's stars and lots of different shapes that come with that, which is great. You can decorate them with little gems as well. I really love that. Look at that. Isn't that neat? And so I have, oh, wait a minute. I pre-assembled at least 2 of them. Good for me, Amalia, because I tried to pre-assemble one the other day and couldn't figure it out for the life of me. Here's another one that's pre-assembled in a different shade of green. So fun. And then I think there's an extra mechanism. Yeah, here's the extra mechanism for both of these that you use. You attach, this goes on the fold of the card, right? You don't attach it there, but it goes inside the fold of the card. And then you attach these 2 flaps. One gets attached to the card, and the other one gets attached to the base of the card, kind of like that. Anyway, I'm reminding myself of this, but I don't own this die, so I'm really glad that I have it. I have these die cuts to use, and who knows if they still make it. Really not sure. Let me set this aside. I'll go through some of the other ones. Yeah, all the baggies had, you know, who had sent stuff. Like, here's the bag with scallop. This was, again, this is a Split Coast Stamper swap. So Bernadette Kirk and her Split Coast Stamper's name is Fun to Be Stamping. This is the bags with scallops, Biggs XL die. And so I pre-assembled this. You know, this trade or this swap was so old, it existed for so long in my stash. All of it inside plastic baggies, but the cardstock became a little brittle and some of the edges cracked when I folded them. But that's okay. It's really interesting to make these. And I didn't get a chance to see how the cardstock cracked a little bit. I tried to cover it with glue or, you know, spackle it with some glue, but, you know, I tried to decorate. I didn't try to decorate it. I haven't decorated it yet, but I will. So that's an example of that. Let's see. This one was Birds and Blooms. So these, I believe, are going to be all the birds and blooms. And they're just miscellaneous dies, you know, some of the smaller dies that Sizzix sells with butterflies and hearts and flowers and bird shapes and wings and stuff like that. Here's another one. Matchbox Biggs XL. I think this was a Sizzix die that they made for Stampin' Up, because the shapes are very reminiscent of Stampin' Up. So this is a Matchbox die. These how, you know, anytime you hear that, this is how that's going to work. So it's a box that is made with a sleeve. And it also came with these things that you can make toppers with or put labels on. And I believe this is a Stampin' Up! One. I think they made one as well. And I didn't decorate it yet, but I do want to decorate it. I also want to, and I should have done this before I assembled it, but it looks really cool to put like a little thing here to help you like pull it open, like a little loopy thing. And I've seen people do that with, what are they called? Brads. Okay, that's the Matchbox die, which, you know, that's kind of fun to make a little gift box, whether you put some jewelry in it or candy for someone. That's pretty fun, I think. Let's see, what else is there? Oh, now this one says Baby Buggy. Oh, that's her name. Box 2 Biggs XL. I think that's this one. This one I got to decorate. This one is assembled and decorated. Look at me. I even put something on the bottom just to cover it up. And simple shape, simple box, rectangular, big enough, maybe, I was going to say for a deck of cards, but not really, no. And definitely for some candy, right? Or a larger piece of jewelry. Hey, why not? But I decorated them with Christmas paper since the base was green. I decorated them with Christmas paper. I also got this little gift bag, scalloped gift bag. I added some paper strips here for the handle and decorated the top. I actually lifted these off of foam dots. So, you know, most of the dies pre-score and you not only cut everything out, but they also pre-score everything for you, so you know where everything goes. And let's see what else I got. This was the Matchbox. Let's see what else is in here. Debbie Townsend managed the swap for everybody. I got some Big's Daisies and Butterflies. I think I showed you the butterflies. Let me show you the daisies. Yeah, here's the daisies. And a lot of them are pretty self-explanatory. These are daisies. I don't really know what to do with these. These may be good for like maybe a tea light holder, sort of decorative type of thing. Yeah, all I had to do was just, you know, fold these up and crease these. So I think these would be nice as tea light holders. Or you can glue like a chocolate truffle in the middle or something like that. That's what those were. And then there were these daisies as well. This person cut it out of cardstock and also out of felt, which is kind of neat, I think. She did it a couple of times. This is for the cake die that I was telling you about. Ooh, this person, how many? I have 3, 4, 6. 6 different pop-up cakes right here. Wow. And this is all really pretty pearlized paper. A few of these, the colored ones, are in pearlized paper. And I know how to do this. Some of them came with directions, some of them didn't. And some of them have me baffled, to be honest with you. I did assemble a few of them. A few of them, I don't know what to do with them. This one obviously is like a little purse thingy, which would be good for a gift card, right? But yeah, because the sides are only about that thick. That's about 1/4 inch. So you would assemble it here and then here. And I haven't assembled it yet because there's another part, and I don't know how to do with the other part so that it's like actually 3D. There's more pieces in here from that die. It comes with a tag. Here's the part that I don't know what to do with that. I don't know what to do with that. And these pieces come off, I think. Well, at least one came off. And I don't know what to do. Oh, maybe this is the bottom. So it's round. And then these come up or attach somewhere. I don't know. I have to look up the directions online. Maybe go to the Sizzix site to see. Here's another box that I got. This was together with this. And just another box, really cute box. And this has this two little holes here and a slot so that this closure fits in here really nicely. And I decorated this with some paper that I had. And then this is a mini envelope that came with it. And I glued the flaps on the outside instead of gluing on the inside, but oh well. So there's that. This is what I have in my stash. I have this box, and this is something that I've just kept on my desk for years, like planning to do something with it. And the plan is I want to put acetate here, right, because it's a nice little window. And then I don't know what goes on the inside, but you could put a nice little half-size candy bar. Ooh, a Reese's peanut butter cup can go in here. Some jewelry could go in here. I could put a Velcro snap here, decorate it obviously. And so those are all the pieces that I assembled. Let me tell you a little bit more about what I got, just as a reminder for myself as well. Movers and shapers, that's what those are called. Hold on. I know you guys knew that, and you were shouting it at the camera, at the YouTube screen, but that's what these are called. They're movers and shapers. So, you know, this person cut it out of this part of the card base, but you can literally put it anywhere on the platform to cut it out of any part of the card base. Movers and shapers are what those are called. You don't see those anymore. At least they're not advertised. I'm sure they'll still have them in stock somewhere. But let's see. Movers and Shapers Curly Label, Christmas Tree. That was Deb T, Lauren Foster, Punch Windows, Movers and Shapers, right? Bitty Box, that's what this is. Bitty Box and Biggs and Envelope, that's Sue McCormick. Holiday Windows, Movers and Shapers, that's what that bird die was. What else do we have? Baskets and Blooms. That's probably what that blue basket was, right? So it's helpful that they put the names of these on there so that you can look them up. This one, I don't know what this one is. And if anybody does, can you tell me? So this is all that came with it. Not all, but this is what came with it. And this, I'm sure, gets folded. I think this would get folded on the crease. But, you know, like how? I don't know. So there's a small one and a larger one. And these have a fold in them. So I don't know what it's called, and I don't know what to do with these. Like, these by themselves would make great banners, right? But, like, I don't know what they're supposed to be. So, and I don't have any paper or any writing on the Ziploc bag that says what they are. This one is Table Setting Biggs XL, and it's an example of one that I'm going to have to look up. So it comes with some leaves. This is, I'm sure, a mechanism of some sort, and it comes with a couple of labels or tags. Maybe that's where the person's name goes. This is probably the mechanism where it stands up, or maybe that's the table setting where you put the person's name. I don't know. And it comes with this thing, which is, you know, very interesting. Like, if you don't know the context of it, like, what could this be and how do I figure it out? I'm not a puzzle solver. I'm not a puzzle person. So yeah. So I'm going to look this up. This one is from Bonnie Block, Pop-Up 3D Ball, the Biggs XL die. So it's a pop-up ball, and, you know, here's some of the parts that fell out of here. And I am sure I will be able to look that up and figure out how to assemble this, and I can decorate it and put it into a card. I just made a few of them because, like I said, I didn't have the directions for all of them. So I'm like, what do I do? This one is called Perfect Setting. And again, it's one of those things that you're like, what? So this, again, I'm going to look up the directions to complete them all, just to, you know, like, check it out. And, like, if you don't know, you don't know. And, you know, where does that go? Like this? I don't know. Is it a perfect setting? Like, I don't know. So, leave a comment below and let me know if you know what some of these are supposed to be or look like. Here's some more. I'm going to go through them all so you can see them. Extras for me were Big Bold Cupcakes, Burns and Blooms, Heart Set, Oval, Scallop. Some of these are in here, and Daisies. This die I have. I have this die. And I don't think I've used it once. I know that for sure. And then this is an extra also, which is great. You know, the Rolodex card. And I always love the work that people do with these Rolodex cards. It's kind of like ATC cards, you know, and they're so beautiful. I had an example, and I just had it in my hand a few minutes ago, and I don't know what I did with it, but I will show it to you if it pops up in my periphery at some point. And here's another one. Here's one that I'm gonna have to like work on to get to look good. This is Big Bold Cupcakes, which I think is adorable. So here's the cupcake base. This is all like candles and a heart and a flower for decoration. This is sprinkles. This is the top of the cupcake, which is really cute. And, you know, could be a cloud if you wanted to. But it's not going to look very special, like in one color. So, you know, I could trace this out, or I could trace this out on another color piece of paper and then decorate it and do it from there. But I'm glad I have it. I even have these as stencils if I want. And, you know, this is a cute die. It's a kind of cute piece, you know, in the end. So that's it, folks. That's everything that I've gone through. I still have lots to do to complete these, and I'm pretty sure I will complete, I would say, about 80% of these. And for example, since I have the die for the pop-up cake, I might not necessarily do the... Is this the pop-up cake? Like, it feels like there's something missing there. Anyway, I have that die, so I might not necessarily do it. And, but I'll have it, like, some extras in stock. And these other ones I'll try and figure out. Again, leave a comment below if you have some of these dies and you know how to use them, or if you've seen them or whatever. If you have a blog, you want to point me to your blog so you can show me pictures of your projects, that'd be great. But I like what I've done so far. These will make really nice gift boxes, you know, for the holidays, or just whatever, to keep a keepsake in, to keep something special in my box of treasures, or whatever you might have. This one needs to be finished, right? These need to be finished, which I think these are really cute, since they have their purposes as a gift card holder. So anyway, that's it for me, and some Christmas cards with these pop-up Christmas trees. That's it for me, folks. If you like my little collection of swaps and you know what I could do with some of these things, leave a comment below. Click thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. Thanks so much for stopping by, everybody. Bye.